yesterday. And once again, this kit is entirely new for me. And we will figure out things as we get along. Oh, we need a plate for that. But usually I have scissors and water always with me when starting such a kit. But as for the plate, I have to go get one in a moment. This is interesting. Yeah, one thing I didn't quite understand, we also make this for things. They look cute, but what are they supposed to be? I don't know. Soda looks tasty. But also I've been out in the sun today for a bit, so I think I need some liquid anyway. So, going to get a plate and be right back in a moment. Okay, I'm back with a plate and also picked up some tape because I think we'll have to make a box. Usually I'm not one to be ill prepared, but let's see what we get inside. Yeah, never mind about the box. But I do remember that some kids had that and you'd have to struggle to get to assemble a tiny box made from this flimsy material. But so far, these kits always came with just a sheet that you put the finished things on. I'm pretty sure that Italians will cry if they see this. And I'm curious how the melon soda will be like. Probably from honey melon, or how you call it in English, the yellow kind. And I think maybe if you look for a little, you can get melon drinks in my country, but they're not that popular. I didn't see them a lot, and I mean, you would see them, right? Even if you don't take particular interest. Okay, that's for the drink. I still need to figure out what this could be for. Also this one. I thought this could be cheese, not the pizza itself. Why would you cook the pizza like this? But let's keep them. Just put them to the side for now. Just a moment. Oh, this is actually cute. This one has a mustache. With so many things, it's always important to keep yourself organized. Yes, I have a pretty terrible sunburn, just from a few hours outside. Okay, this is for the melon. That one is pretty straightforward. Okay, now we have a bunch of sachet. Let's get them sorted out. It's a bit of a guessing game, but also look at the pictures on there. That could be the dough. This could be the dough for the 4 small pieces. cheese. So that's cheese. Ah, this is the melon soda. Put this on the side for now. I want to do this in the end. What are you? Toppings. Ah, bacon. It's part guess of here of bacon and the bacon strips. This should be the sauce. And I also noticed the battery of my phone with which I record is going low, so I have to get something. Just a moment, please. Okay, and we're back. It starts right off with the cookies. I just call them cookies now. I don't know what they're supposed to be, but so choose the mix in the big bowl. There's just these two, so according to this it should be the big one. The dashi and 2 scoops of water. Yeah, water. I try to read the manual a bit up front, so I make sure I do the timing right. 1 and 2. That's really dry, or is it just me? Then again, cookies should be pretty dry, right? I guess I need that from hand a bit. But from smell, I'd say these would be cookies. Potato cookies, something like that. But honestly, I'm not sure if I ever had that together with pizza. Like that you get something potato-y along. Yeah, I don't need to add extra water, this is fine. Make sure to scoop out everything to to make it appear clean. All right. Oops. Just a bit of extra kneading to make sure it's all mixed. Oh. And then get in. But I have to say, from what it looks like, it's a bit like the fries in the hamburger set. Okay, press into this form. And then it says baking, but I'll wait until I get the pizza also at the state where I have to bake it. Just like in real cooking, you want to have the things ready at the same time about. Okay, looks good to me. Okay, next one. 4 scoops of water with the dough. 4 scoops is the most I ever seen. This better be good. There it is. One, 2, 3, and 4. And then mix. If you do it step by step and with the pictures, it is pretty easy to do. But we also get bacon. That's gonna be interesting. Ah yeah, that's the thing. You do this as the bacon and then you cut it like that. Interesting. And I think we once again reached a point where we need to knead with our fingers. Well, this dough is something else. Should I maybe add some more water? There's still a lot of powder that won't get incorporated. I know a real good pizza should be crispy, but this is ridiculous. Just one bit of water won't hurt, right? Just a tiny bit extra. This is really a bit messy. Maybe because it's so much. Right now I wouldn't even say that adding a bit of extra water was too much. This starts to feel like actual dough, like made from scratch. But there's still a lot of powder that won't incorporate. Should I maybe still add some water? You see that at the bottom? Just a tiny bit more. Not too much. It's now a bit sticky, but that's okay. I can work with that. I think we're getting there. Now it says to knead for 20 minutes? That's interesting. Or 20 seconds. To be honest, I would rather say 20 seconds. 20 minutes would be a bit much on such little. Right now I don't really have a timer on me, except for the timer on the video camera or phone that I use. I just knead until I think it's good. I do what I want. That's really an interesting texture. Now it gets a bit gooey. Don't tell me there's actual stuff in there that makes it stick. And I just saw we need 2 times, so I can't put them in the microwave together, the potato cookies and the pizza. There are 2 times. The top one says potato, and this one should be the pizza. 600 watts. I can set mine to 630 watts. Then that would be 20 seconds and 50 for the pizza. Okay, that much is clear. And I think we're ready to separate the dough into 2 pieces and then form the actual pizza, the bottom part. Oh, this is really such a nice feeling. A bit like putty. Okay, where's my spatula? There you are. This is really an extremely interesting texture. Let's try to separate this into 2 equal pieces. That should be about right. There. No. Now, wouldn't it be nice to have a tiny, small rolling pin? Maybe from Remand. Or from Barbie's Kitchen. She probably has one. Oh, this feels really good. It's better than I expected. And in the preview it showed it had a small rim. I think I want to try to do that as well. I don't know how liquidy the sauce will be. And for the pizza, it gets baked once you have the toppings on. I think some pizzas are out there where you bake it after, bake it like right now and then get the toppings on. But so far, let's just stick to the recipe. This part here is a bit thin. I hope that won't be an issue. And once I'm happy with my form, I think I should put this on a plate. Oh, this looks lovely. Perfect. And it stays in shape. Really good. So far, I have to say the kit is better than I expected. Okay, let's try this once again. Please don't stick too much on my fingers. I know there's also a technique where you whirl the pizza dough in the air, but I don't think this is what we should do here. And what I also like about this kit, it's probably a savory one, not a sweet one. You could probably also make a sweet style flavor, but this one is much more interesting. I mean, everyone can do sweet, but this one takes a bit of effort. Doesn't this look lovely? once again there are thin parts. I hope that won't be an issue. Okay. So much for that. Next one is cheese. This one was the thing for the cheese. Also, we should make this in this one. It's probably like mozzarella cheese. The only thing that slightly confuses me is the shape we're meant to do this in. It looks just like a cloud, but we're not putting a cloud on a pizza, are we? Oh, we're supposed to spread it. Oh, I see now. Just a moment, I show you too. This one, can you see? This is where you make the cheese and then you rip it apart or stab it apart with the spatula. But first we need to mix it. Only 1 scoop. Even though my table is quite big, I still need to manage the space we have here. I also thought of getting a tiny pizza cutter for this one, but I wouldn't know where to get them. Is it mixing? But to be honest, the smell of this cheese is a bit strong. So it's maybe not mozzarella after all, but goat cheese. And yeah, I could knead it with my fingers, but I want to avoid it. It's sticking to the spatula. I think we have no choice but to get our fingers dirty once again. Okay, that's the only downside on this kit, but I guess you can't make an omelette without breaking eggs. Also, at this point, we have only 2 kits left aside from this one. It makes me kind of sad, but maybe someday I will do kits like this once again. I mean, they do develop new kits that you could try out. The latest one I've seen even had something like corn on the cob with a festival-like theme. I have to say the cheese worked better than the dough. Even though my fingers did get messy, as you can see. I didn't have to put extra water and it's all incorporated. But it's kind of crumbly, so I keep mixing it a bit. Maybe it's normal. Careful, it's really crumbly. Maybe it really is like cheese, and once you set it, it becomes firm. Now I could try to emulate this cloud shape we put it on, but this is probably the best I can do. And when I put it apart to get on top of the pizza, it's going to not, it won't matter. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes struggling to explain and describe things and try to make the prettiest pizza you ever seen. Okay, this is mixed. I'll set it aside carefully. Next is going to be the bacon. Oh God, I swear. If this is going to smell so much like bacon, I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble. I didn't really eat yet today. Okay, mix in here and 1 scoop of water. Oh yes. Scoop water first. And 1. I have to say it already smells like slightly undercooked bacon. But who knows, maybe the smell will even change in the microwave. It's having a hard time to mix. But I don't want to add yet more water. Not yet. Maybe I have to mix with fingers once again. Sometimes it does incorporate better than, even though I'm rather reluctant to do this. For reasons. It's awfully dry. To be honest, I will add some extra water. Just a tiny bit, not too much. There. I just want to get the powder incorporated. Is mostly what I'm trying to do when adding extra water. Okay. I'm needing that for an extra bit just to get it all incorporated, but I have to say it does look weird. Is it maybe too dry still? I'm trying something. I'm trying to dip slightly into water, and hopefully this is not too much. It's really firm now. But I think adding the extra bit of water was the right decision. I mean, I should be able to shape this into a form, and this isn't looking right. And now by dipping it into water, it's just slightly moisturized. Just a tiny bit. At this point. That's really a weird one. Okay, I think it's time to try and put this into shape. But getting it extra wet was the right decision at this point. Although I have to say it's still a bit difficult to put it into shape. Did I mix too slow maybe? This isn't pretty. Oh, come on, get into a pretty shape. I wanted to make the prettiest pizza, but I don't think we're getting there. But then, as the saying goes, if all pork chops were perfect, we wouldn't have hot dogs. So I guess we roughly have the size. It's not all the same thickness. But what can I do? It's not really working for me. So to not make the video longer than it already is, I'm going to cut it here. This is really the weirdest bacon I've ever seen. And like if I try this once again, it's going to be better. I could also try to watch the video of another YouTuber and see if I'm the only one having problem like this. Okay, that's the bacon cut. Bacon on a pizza, but it's not going to be a pizza Hawaii, will it? Right? Didn't see pineapple yet. Okay. That's the bacon. Set it aside just like the cheese. Oops. And finally the sauce. Also this one, then the sachet, and needs 2 scoops of water. Okay, that smells nicely tomatoey. One. And 2. And then we go and mix it. That has a strange coloration. Or maybe just me. It's a bit lighter than I imagined it would be. But I'd say it's all mixed. Okay. And now we can get them ready. These are our pizzas. And first get the tomato sauce on. I hope I can split this equally and with no leftovers. But I'd say it's coming along nicely. I think this one is a bit smaller than the other one. So I didn't split it equally, I guess. But nobody's perfect. I still try to make them look as pretty as I can. Try to level it out. Once again using my fingers. At this point I think I don't care anymore. Okay, now what? Put on bacon and cheese, as far as I can see that. Oh yeah, the texture of the cheese changed slightly. It became like real cheese, a bit stringy. Maybe it is like a strong flavored mozzarella. but I think I'll put on the bacon first. For that I actually did clean some pliers, and so I can do this. I think it's much cleaner that way. I can decide where things go. But this is really the weirdest bacon I've ever seen. In terms of shape, but the texture is similar actually now. Maybe I really mixed it too slow and not enough water. Like it needed the water faster than I put it. But now I have to work with it. And I say it just looks somewhat okay. Come on, don't lay on top of each other. It's really interesting texture, gotta say. Then there's also one sachet left that says toppings. I'm curious what that's going to be. So far I've seen there are small green pellets. Maybe like basil? Okay. At this point I lost a bit of overview. Okay. These are the toppings. Now what you gonna be? We have small green and yellow pellets. This was actually the main reason I got these pliers. The yellow could be corn, maybe. And the green may be jalapenos. I'm not sure at this point. Also because they're in such a form they don't smell a lot yet. It's so funny. I don't even know what it is, but I put a lot of it on the pizza. Also, don't worry, after this I will be getting real food. This is not all I eat. And I'm sorry to say that, but a dish that is made from powders is not real food. As nice as it is, I can't even speak anymore at this point. Maybe I should drink more water, of course. And we're almost there. Okay, I think that's good enough. Then let's microwave it. First the potato snack and then the pizza. So be right back. And we're right back from the microwaving, and as you can see, the cheese even melted. Now that is amazing. I just want to put this on the tray for display. Also, the plate never got too hot for touch. Oh yeah, and we still need to unform these. Cute little potato snacks. You could still split them. They also smell lovely of potatoes. Alright, good little potato faces. Alright, now I want to change the camera angle for a bit. Be right back. Okay, now for the very last act, the melon soda. That didn't get any attention yet. I filled in until 1 centimeter above the top level. Now let's put in the powder, because I suspect to get the same effect as with the Coke from the hamburger set. Are we fizzing yet? Okay, that's anticlimactic. That's a bit disappointing, actually. Maybe if I stir it a bit. No. It does fizz, but not as much as the Coke one. The smell is really like melon. And that's the kit. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.